Marginal gains has become a really buzz topic in sport and is now beginning to apply to business and all sorts of other institutions. What does it actually mean? Well, the basic concept is breaking an overall problem like winning a bike race or creating more profits into all of its component parts and then analysing each one to find any latent weaknesses, small unnoticed problems in that particular component of performance, and then optimising for each and every subcomponent. Now, each one may only give a slight improvement in performance, but the accumulation of all of them, that can be the difference between a gold medal and finishing last in an Olympic Games. Even big corporates are beginning to use this approach. So if you take Google, instead of like Team Sky and cycling, looking at bike design and nutrition and various algorithms that look at the interrelationships between, for example, cadence, power output and diet, Google looks at its websites and deconstructs it into font, colour, how the various bits fit together, and then tests each small subcomponent to optimise the right approach. And in one very famous example, they tweaked the colour of some of their web links from a particular shade of blue to a slightly different shade of blue, and that one change generated $200 million a year in additional revenue. Closed loops. This is a really big concept in my book, Black Box Thinking, and it refers to the way in which we can go round and round in circles without progressing at all if we're not prepared to learn from our mistakes. Classic example is healthcare, where in the United States, preventable medical error is the third biggest killer after cancer and heart disease. 400,000 people a year. That's 3 jumbo jets falling out of the sky every single day because clinicians are not confronting their mistakes and learning from them. There are dozens of other examples, big and small. Just another one, the criminal justice system historically has not learned from its mistakes. So a classic problem in the criminal justice system is, for example, wrongful convictions, innocent people going to jail for crimes they didn't commit. If historically the criminal justice system had analysed what had gone wrong in forensic science, eyewitness testimony, the way that the police interviewed suspects, they'd have been able to reform procedures to avoid the same mistakes happening again. They didn't do that because it's so difficult for institutions and individuals to confront their mistakes. And that's why it is estimated that if prison sentences were given the same kind of onerous oversight as death sentences, there would have been 28,500 exonerations in the last 15 years rather than the 255 that did occur. There are 2 basic problems that we have in confronting and learning from our mistakes. One is the internal fear we have of admitting that we're not perfect, of having to own up to the fact that we're fallible. That can be psychologically difficult. The other problem, even if we know that we have made a mistake, we're fearful of admitting to it because we're worried about being blamed and punished unfairly, perhaps for an honest mistake. Blame is pervasive in the modern political, cultural and corporate world. And what the effect of blame is to push all of the information about mistakes deep underground. It's a very pervasive pathology. And unless we're prepared to have open and honest cultures where people are not blamed for honest mistakes, that information will never be surfaced, enabling learning to take place. There's one other thing that is really important in learning from mistakes, and that is that we don't give up when we make our first mistake. Given that we're interacting with a complex world, mistakes are inevitable. If we're demotivated by a mistake or think, oh, we're not cut out for this after all, we'll never be able to get the adaptation. We'll just fizzle away before we've made progress. Really good example here is James Dyson, who famously created the double cyclone vacuum cleaner. He made £3 billion as a consequence. But the first prototype failed, the second failed, the third failed, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth. In fact, it wasn't until the 5,127th prototype that he managed to create the correct dimensions for a fully functioning vacuum cleaner. It's that kind of resilience, I think, that we need in our lives and in the culture of our institutions.